What's up, big guy? And it's good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming. But no, I think big guy always logs in because he is that purple number one. He's like our number one fan.
Oh, look at that.
Is that what that is?
I think it is. Like he's the most
YouTube
consistent.
ranks.
Or is it because he's a man of the clergy, so he has purple?
Let me see if I can hover over it. Let's see if it.
Or is he the first one in?
He's got 50
Top
experience
fans.
points.
Top fans, yeah, one.
He's one of one.
One of one.
They've always said big guy's one of one.
He
Right
is.
now, Mary Lynn is seething, sitting in her couch. I'm one of one. Or I'm one of two, but I'm not nothing of nothing.
It's a group.
You watch.
effort.
She's going to log on separate, even though they're on their TV.
Oh, it's gonna be a competition now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love it. Hey, I'll take it. Let's get that algorithm going. All right, here we go. And 5, 4, 3. Welcome everyone, and pull up a seat at the table. It's lunchtime in Rome. Tonight's episode 297 is titled "The Importance of Healing." Why is it important for us to heal from our emotional hurts? Can't we just get past it? We'll be talking about that at the table this evening. Pull up a seat at the table and join us. First-time listeners can subscribe on your favorite podcast app or watch us live or later on YouTube at Lunchtime in Rome. Visit us at lunchtimeinrome.com. While there, you can take our relational needs questionnaire. Make sure to follow us on all social media, and it would be great if you give us a 5-star review. Please, Spotify listeners, give us a 5-star review. Jay, what specifically is this podcast about?
At the table, we strive to love one another and help you to do the same. Some weeks we'll have someone join us so you can get to know them and learn a little bit about yourself in the process. Other weeks, like this one, we dive into a topic. Romans 12:15 says to rejoice with those who rejoice, mourn with those who mourn. Well, that's exactly what we do. So while it may not be 12:15 in Rome, we're treating this like it is lunchtime in Rome.
Let's go.
Eric, I have to say real quick.
Yeah.
It is just on the tech. This is tech humor here
Way to lose them right off the bat, Chris. Go
No,
ahead.
no, this is great. Tech humor / musician humor.
I'm here for it.
So Eric, as most people know, is a drummer, and he's also our tech guy on the pod. And he always counts down from 5. A la, the old TV show thing. 5, 4, 3, and then a silent 2 and 1 before Brian starts the intro.
Right. If you're listening, you never hear that.
Right.
But if you're live, you'll hear it. Yeah.
But I just had a little giggle inside because you being the drummer, like it just reminds me of like when the drummer counts himself off for a song.
Yeah.
When he's starting.
Yeah.
Completely unnecessary. You know what I'm saying?
Because he's the starting
Because he's the start.
But that's not the reason why I do the countdown.
I know.
Okay.
I know exactly what you're going to say,
Okay.
so it's timed on the recording and all that stuff, right?
No.
Okay.
It's not the reason I do it.
Why?
Oh, the reason why I do it, so you do 5, 4, 3, and then you get a nice silent 2 seconds as a sample of like what the room noise.
Oh, okay.
So in post, if you need to like remove any room noise, you have that nice 2-second sample to use.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I do it.
I get it.
Yeah.
It was funny in my head because I'm like, here's the drummer just counting himself down again, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Not only is Big Guy here, but Groot is here, and of course, Mary Lynn chimed in.
Look at this. We got scoreboard going, guys.
We do have scoreboard.
We have a
Now, but the question
scoreboard
is,
going, guys.
is that tonight?
Is it new?
No, I
Because
think
there's no,
no, it can't be, dude. It
well,
can't be.
So I almost said if anybody else is on, log on. Well, then they would already be on.
Yeah.
We're looking at the comments on YouTube right
Yes,
now.
we are.
I've never noticed these crowns before.
This is new to me.
I have. I've noticed them, but
Tech guy.
I've never like looked into what they are. But Bob, you're number 1 right now. Groot, number 2. It's
funny, it
Mary
says Bob.
Lynn.
Yeah.
It says Bob, but it's Mary Lynn at number 3. So Mary Lynn, let's.
Well, she says she can't compete tonight. She's resting up her foot.
Yeah. Save your strength.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, Groot said the XP thing is new.
Wait, now he's number 1.
Because he's commented. Yeah.
Because he's commented. Okay.
Oh, it's a race.
It's a race.
Go ahead, everybody. Groot is winning.
Groot is winning. Yeah.
How are you, boys? Brian's not with us. He's being a good dad, so there's nothing wrong. He's just hanging out with
Lex
Abby,
is
doing some
away,
stuff.
and
I didn't know if
he's-
that was public information.
Lex is at home.
Yep.
We
Just
don't know where
cleaning
Lex
her,
is.
Cleaning her Glock, just looking out the windows, just saying, "Give me a reason. Give me a reason." Petting her command alligator that goes around the moat in their house.
And the cats with the lasers on
Putting
their
some more
heads.
C4 in the pool, just ready for Brian to make another mistake and get in an argument on the phone with somebody, and so she's going to blow him up a second time. We know how it is.
Oh man, that's great. Yeah. So, what day is it? Gosh,
It's Wednesday.
it's Wednesday.
You can actually hear the brakes being put on the podcast with that transition right there.
yeah.
Well, that was fun for a minute.
Has it been an hour yet?
No. So the softball saga continues with Maggie. Like
Saga?
well, I don't know what I'm calling it.
Japanese restaurant in Monroeville Mall?
Yeah. No, she's into it. We signed her up for a free clinic. Shout out to the Pitt softball players of the women's Pitt softball team that put on this clinic. Free clinic, and
It's the best kind.
got her, like, taught her. They did batting, infield and outfield, and like had,
When was
like-
this?
This was Saturday morning.
Gorgeous morning for it.
It was indoors. it was
I said what I said.
I know, but it was indoors at an indoor facility in East Liberty,
Florida.
but no, it was very well done. I would definitely sign her up again if they do it again, which I think they do.
Did you just hear about that through her team?
Yeah, one of the
That's
other
nice.
parents posted about it,
Oh,
and we were like,
parent.
"Oh, we'll check it
Okay.
out." And then we went to Cheesecake Factory for
Delightful.
her birthday. We kept birthdays kind of low key this year. We didn't really do much for birthdays this year, which is okay.
Because Amy just had one too.
You're Amy.
No, you're Amy.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Oh, I
For
thought
Amy's
you were
birthday.
talking about I'm like, wow, you're really late for Maggie's birthday, but that's
Yeah,
all
no,
right.
no.
Celebrate.
No, that's for Amy's birthday.
As long as we're talking about emotional needs, and by that I mean in general on this podcast,
Yeah.
did Amy tell you what I said to her? Like, you're Amy, Eric. That
Yeah.
it never really occurred to me in Amy's life of like sort of being in the shadows and being overlooked. It's like, of course, we all lift up Maggie's birthday, Maggie's birthday, Maggie's birthday, and then a week later it's like, oh, it's Amy's birthday. Hey, you know, it's like you don't get to shine.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was good. And then softball practice. That's what I'm saying. Like it was good. Good lunch.
How was it?
Good.
Yeah.
Softball practice. But yeah, I mean, you know, if you tuned in for last week's episode, we talked about Charlie Kirk, and man, the aftermath is just
We all knew it was coming,
yeah.
but we didn't know it was coming like it came.
Wow. I mean, it is.
I mean, Chris doesn't know.
Oh, I have no clue.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's remarkable. Jay, I thought your message on Sunday was great.
Yeah.
That was really great.
And it was similar to what we already talked about on the show.
Well, and if you saw on the
Last
show
week.
on the Lunchtime in Rome Facebook page, which we never really promote, but
There's a Facebook page.
you should join it. I do a preview every week, and I wrote, I gave the thumbnail to 46 minutes into Faith Community Church service from Sunday for the full sermon.
Yeah.
So if you were with us last week, I encourage you to watch that and hear the expanded points. We got a select few great feedback
Yeah.
on the episode last week.
Yeah.
One of which was it seemed very natural, genuine, and flowing.
Yeah.
To which, of course, as any human being
Yeah.
would take it.
What is it usually?
Yeah, is it normally rigid and fake? But it
Well,
was
remember how this
tricksy.
one started? Like 5 minutes
Valid
ago.
point. Valid point right there. But
Nah,
so
well,
go ahead.
and I was listening to John Chris podcast this morning, and I don't know if anybody else knows of who John Christ is, but he's a comedian.
I do. I boycotted. Never mind.
And they had their Instagram account was
Hijacked.
hijacked, and they lost their followers, and they were talking about one of the guys commented, if I lost my social media account, I don't know if I would try to get it back. And like after this week, I feel pretty much the same way. And you guys know me, like I'm not really on social media a lot.
I don't contribute much, but
I know I never contribute.
Yeah.
Like, I might post a picture of Maggie for basically picture sharing purposes
so that she can
for
look back
family.
and know that you loved her.
No, more so like people that don't live near here that don't get to see her that often.
Yeah,
Get to
that
see her,
too.
they're like that's pretty much my primary but I was like I could do that in a different way very easily. So what's the point?
Emotional need of belonging. and,
But I never comment any opinion
Oh,
because
gosh.
because I
Why would you?
Well, because I hate because there's always some troll out there that'll
Yeah.
like be controversial and I'm like I just don't care.
Is everyone's social media sounds funny like mine, but in that like Facebook is everybody that I know,
Yeah.
Twitter's everybody that I want to follow,
Right.
and Instagram is my distraction.
Yes. That is exactly. But I'm never on Facebook anymore. I think like probably after 2016, I was just like I can't do it
Sure.
anymore, and I just don't care. I just don't care.
I sadly, when I'm on social media, I go like, so what I was describing, I don't know if I said it to you, Chris, yesterday or whoever, but like if I wake up in the morning, and lately I've just been having really weird dreams, and so it's like, I don't want to go right back to sleep because that was a really weird dream. Not nightmares, but just like you kind of go,
I
"What
do
is-
that too.
What
I
is
get-
wrong with me? So I'll go to the bathroom, I come back, and what I do is I say I reset the system.
Right.
So I'll check WPXI News because it's the best app for us around here. At least I think so. At least pop-ups. Okay, nothing's on fire. All right. Facebook until somebody bothers me. All right, off. Twitter till somebody bothers me. Fine. And then Instagram till I'm pleasantly entertained.
Yeah.
Why would I watch something until something bothers me? Like nothing's being added.
Right. I'm with you.
It's never a great ending. It's never like, wow.
Right.
Well,
It's
I
like,
used
all right, and now you bother me.
Yeah, I use Twitter for like what's going on right now.
Sure.
You know.
What's going on?
Right
Right
now.
now.
But I'm with you on Instagram. Instagram for me is comedians, disc golf, drumming,
People falling.
video games, and that's kind of it.
Oh, people falling?
No,
Oh.
you get them and then you send them to me.
Oh, they're the best. They're the best.
See, they're not my.
The only thing
algorithm.
better than that is people getting tased. I could
People
do
getting
that
tased is pretty
all
great.
day long.
People getting tased is so funny.
But people falling, like the one I just sent you guys
Yeah,
the other day,
I saw
it was unique in that there was such great audio.
It was a great compilation.
Oh, so good. And also nobody getting seriously hurt.
Right.
Except for the guy that rammed his shin on the boat, whatever you call it, hitch.
Yes.
Oh, like you watch it, you're just like, his soul left. He's gone. He's a zombie.
Gone.
Yeah.
You remember, I sent it to you too.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Oh, okay,
I
sure.
am never on social
You
media.
check social media right after you respond to texts.
That's, yes.
Yeah.
Next to never.
But going back to my original point, of how this week has been with
Yeah,
the
compared to-
post
sure.
Charlie Kirk. I've seen the best and I've seen the worst.
I don't even know if I've seen
in
the best.
people.
I've seen good.
No, I've seen the best in people. Like not making it a this side versus that side thing.
Oh,
I've
that's
seen
the
that.
normal. That's what we're supposed to do.
And then that's kind of the best.
Like I haven't. Yeah, I'm just saying. We see the worst.
Yeah,
But may I?
I'm done.
And this isn't even inherently my update, but we're going to keep it genuine and non-rehearsed.
Yeah,
I say in my sermon, and I'm sure I said it last week, that one of the things this robs us from is like, your trust in society, your trust in mankind, your trust in all these things. And I believe that's by design by the enemy, not getting too heavy too quick. But it was an observation I had. There was a Charlie Kirk memorial, I believe, in Arkansas. And it was a big rock that they'd painted as a tribute to Charlie Kirk. And then there is the fact that somebody painted over it entirely to deface it. And then it was painted over with a black power fist. Same day in North Carolina was a picture of the woman who had her throat slashed, the Ukrainian woman. And it was a picture, a mural of her on a wall. And then first defaced her. And then it was painted over, and they painted the guy that killed her.
wow.
So here's my point, and what I'm saying is, I saw that and I went, okay, well, that's rage bait. we're supposed to be very angry that this happened.
Right.
So, A, could have been a conservative that did that
Yeah.
to make it look like that's what they're doing.
Right.
And then I went, if those rocks and murals even existed in the first place.
Yeah.
And so you're getting to the point where it's like nothing's real.
Yeah.
Now, apparently, the girl that did it, I think in Arkansas, the Charlie Kirk one, she was like reprimanded. So, in theory.
In theory.
In theory.
This is going to sound backwards for me because I am not a fan of like the whole like your truth, my truth. We all have our own truth.
Yeah, that's your opinion.
But but I'm just gonna assume those are fake, and I'm gonna go on with my happy existence.
How do you get all the sand out of your ears with it buried in the sand so deep?
Oh no, I'm in the clouds, baby.
Well, and like I feel like Brian has mentioned it. Apologies if it was one of you guys, but I don't feel like we were meant to know
It was me.
as much as we know.
Yeah, you're supposed to know what's going on in your village,
Right.
and maybe the next village over and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, we have a capacity for knowing.
It is like, and so I feel like it's like just desensitizing us.
We applied for a grant today for Young Life, and they said, "What do you do? What is it that you do around here?" And I said that we are reaching kids on a personal level in a generation that is more detached
Yeah.
and has less social interaction than ever.
Yeah.
And it's you're so connected and so detached.
Yeah.
I myself am connected to a whole lot of things. It is hilarious how my life is just flying, and it's great because I'm built that way. And I go from yesterday visiting a dear member of our church who is going to go be with the Lord soon, and I was told she was on her deathbed, and it's a day in my life. I walked in, I'm like, oh, she got days, if not weeks. Why did I rush out here? like, what am I even doing here? And I've never been here before, you know. And then I'm hanging out with high school kids, and then I'm over here, and it's great. It's flying. I was talking with Chris before we started. One of my new favorite things is to own up when I drop a ball. You know, I just go, oh, yeah, I didn't do that. No. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. All right, I'll try to do it. It's fine. Food-wise, I want to add this. I get Good Chop is my meat subscription service of choice.
Good Chop.
Good Chop.
Okay.
Not a sponsor yet.
Not Butcher Box. Good Chop. Apparently, Butcher Box uses Australian beef. Ain't importing
Get
Australia.
that out of here, down there.
And it's good, and it's a good value, and it's a solid, beef and all that kind of stuff. It's cool. Eric, you used to get it. Well,
I got a sampler.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, and I got a notice yesterday. It's coming. Well, then I noticed myself last night. It ain't here.
Yeah.
And I look on the tracking. It's in Zillion Opal, and they do dry ice and everything else. So today, I get an email. Hey, it's late. We're going to give you $5 off. We're really sorry about that. If it has partially thawed,
Yep.
please take its temperature. If it's below 40, it's safe to refreeze, which I don't know that that's entirely true, but I'm sure they ran it past legal.
It's probably safe, but it's probably not as good.
Delicious.
Yeah.
But if it's over 40, please throw it away and click on this link and fill out the form. So it shows up, and I'm like, so I have to open up all 8 packages, spread them out, get my thermometer out, and the 2 porterhouses were at like 56.
Oh wow.
And the
cooked them right on the spot.
The thick ribeyes were at like 48, and they were cold to the touch.
Yeah.
So I threw the porterhouses had a little bit of a smell to them. They're all individually wrapped, so threw those out, no problem.
Yeah.
One of the ribeyes, thick ribeyes, smelled a little hinky. Threw that out. Left
Yeah.
me with 5. I'm like, it's 48 degrees. I know the danger zone is between 40 and 140 or whatever. But I'm like, if I thawed it on my kitchen counter,
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
it's not like I'm going, oh, it's 48. I missed the window.
Right.
So, and they're real nice. I grilled all 5. Grilled them super hard, real good, little salt, pepper, garlic, whatever. And I'm like, we'll just have them, but I felt bad because they said to throw it away. When I went on the website, they said, we'll send you a replacement box immediately. So I'm like, oh, I'm kind of cheating the system here. So
But you're taking the risk. You were warned, and you're taking the risk.
So I cut a little sliver off, took it downstairs to Joe, and it was fantastic. And I had maybe 3 bites. It wasn't mealtime. So great. Sat down working on some stuff because, I'm flying. And I was like, oh, there's a little gurgle in your belly there. And I'm like, it could be anything. It could be anything. And Joe comes upstairs. He's like, that was really good. He goes, but I think I'm going to go get rid of it in the toilet. And he just had not the best poop in the world, whatever. And I was like, all right. And I had to throw him away. I mean,
Oh yeah, you can't. Yeah, right. Yeah.
because even if it's just in your mind,
Oh yeah.
the minute it's in your mind, you're done.
Yeah.
It's good. You just had a taste and not like.
Well, not me.
Right. Yeah. Not like a whole.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It was delightful. Some good bacteria, let me tell you that.
There you go. Stronger for it now.
But so that's my story.
Yeah.
Chris, how are things?
I had a really cool
How's your poop?
experience. What?
Well, I was talking about my poop. How's your poop?
No.
Actually, not. To be fair, it was Joe's poop.
No.
Still got that
All
cloudy
this,
urine.
like the phone talk and stuff. No, stop it. Amy and I had a real life experience last Saturday
Cool.
out in the world. And honestly, we
you make it sound like you guys don't get out much.
no, we get out. No, you're right. But I guess the reason I'm saying it this way is because we went to see a concert at Heinz Hall, and it was absolutely like one of the, I want to say, top 2 or 3 musical experiences we've ever had.
That's a big statement.
That is a big
And
statement.
yeah, and we've been to a lot of things.
What was it?
Okay, so are you familiar with the Studio Ghibli movies? They are
No.
Japanese animated movies.
Definitely done.
They date back to the early 80s, but they're still making them. So like there's several of them over the decades.
Okay.
Really artistically
Studio
done.
Ghibli.
Yes, Ghibli, I think. Really well done, and it's a variety of things. Like it goes from like, some of them are definitely geared toward children, and others are not. Like we just watched the most recent one we watched. It's called Princess Mononoke.
Oh, yeah.
You know that? Not at
sure.
all. Okay. Definitely not for kids, but
No.
but it was great. I loved it. So this concert. So the guy who makes the music for
My girlfriend in high school had Mononoke, but
she got rid of it.
yeah.
That's
well,
good.
no, yeah, she got it from, never mind.
His name's Joe Hisaishi.
Yeah.
And so great music, obviously, to go along with these wonderfully artistic movies. So we went to see him live in concert. He was conducting the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. And so a lot of his fans, of course, are coming. So that's one of the things that made it a really cool experience is the audience was fantastic. Like it was
That's
just
awesome.
one of the most
into
enjoyable.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Did they show anything along with while they were playing? Like,
no.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been to concerts like that too,
Yeah.
where it's like along with
They'll
the
do like
movie.
Star Wars or something
Right.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, this was not that. And in fact, he only did a couple of Studio Ghibli pieces.
Mostly bluegrass.
You would think, but no. No, it's all classical. But the second half, and I didn't realize till later, like we were watching this on, what was Saturday, like September 13th, I think. Mm-hmm. So he has this piece called The End of the World, but it's based on...
Too soon.
Right? Sounds so sad. But it's based on the September 11th attacks. I guess he visited New York in like 2007, something like that, and was moved by all the things. And so he started creating this piece, and he's actually added different movements to it. So it started with just 3 movements, but as of now, there's 5 movements. Anyway, we also found out that him doing this with the Pittsburgh Orchestra was the U.S. premiere of that piece. So we got to see the U.S. premiere, and the audience was awesome,
That's
and like the
cool.
music was amazing.
And you were there.
Yeah, and we were there, like in person.
Did you buy the tickets?
Yeah.
Okay, so you money well spent.
Money well spent. They were not cheap tickets either. It was,
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it was, yes, in this case, money well spent.
Did you go
So,
eat?
We did. Now I'm going to draw a blank on where we ate. I don't know.
That's all right.
Somewhere in the cultural district.
That's a date night, man.
Con Alma. That jazz club. You know that jazz club down there?
No.
With Alma,
I guess, right? Yeah.
or they're against Alma.
No.
I don't know.
But no, that is a great date night.
Yeah.
We had a great time. Yeah.
Man,
Love that.
Thank you.
it is a great time each and every time we get to sit at the table. Groot's birthday's coming up on the 27th of September. So
Happy birthday, buddy.
we want to thank him and Marilyn and Bob for sitting at the head of the table alongside Bethany and Ashley and Lorianne, who's having a birthday today, and Breaking 90. Kurt, we're just excited that you guys went to lunchtimeinrome.com and you became a paid subscriber. That helps this podcast go. That gets you to be at the head of the table. But whether or not you comment live gives you a #1 fan status, which Hooked on Groot has taken from Bob. But Mary Lynn's up to 2, so she's at least ahead of Bob herself. She went from 3 to 2.
There you go.
So please, if you would be so kind, support this podcast, support this movement, and help us to be exactly who we are, doing what we do. And one of the things that I do is I meet with couples more often than not than when I'm going to marry them.
I thought you were going to say morons.
Morons. Well, I would say the average person that I meet with, if there was, because a moron is an actual description of intellect.
Oh.
You don't know that, Mr. Educator?
I mean, I know it
Like
means...
imbecile, moron. It's in the IQ
It's like a
scale.
level of,
I did not know it was like differentiated that way. No.
Yeah. And I would say the average human being anywhere on an emotional needs scale is a moron because they don't know. They're not taught this. They don't know this. And so I would say that. But more often than not, it's in pre-marriage teaching. But occasionally I meet with a couple and I'll tell them, like this couple I'm meeting with right now. I told them, I don't do marriage counseling. I'm not a counselor. I'm a teacher. I can teach you how to love each other. And, you know, one of the things we talk about are hurts, believe it or not. I know that shocks you guys. And we came up to an analogy, or no, we came up to. I use an analogy all the time about why it is so important for us to heal our emotional hurts. And I thought, you know, I don't think we've ever, I haven't used inherently the analogy. We certainly haven't featured it in a podcast. But the whole point behind it is you have to heal your emotional hurts. And as I say that, everyone's going, yeah, of course, idiot. Of course you do.
Moron.
See, you get it. But we don't. And I don't think people think about that. And so I kind of wanted to talk about, without everybody just reading the notes and having it be static, you know, what are things that we do instead of healing our hurts?
we avoid it.
Ooh, I like avoid it.
I usually just like, you know,
That wasn't even in my notes.
add it. I just sleep. I just avoid, you know, it's avoidance. I'm just piling on to that idea, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Not addressing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry.
Both looking at the notes.
That's what I do. I don't know.
I would say a lot of people just, you know, to a degree ignore, but it's get past it. I'm just over it. I'm over it now.
Right.
It's
Well,
not-
that's and a lot of
minimize
people,
it. It's not a big deal.
Would you say a lot of people would call that healing too when they
Well,
are
all of these things, people will think that
Yeah.
I don't think they would say, "Oh, I healed from this,"
okay.
but they would
Right.
say, "I got past
I'm
it."
I'm
over
past
it.
it. I'm over it. So
I'm
that's good
over
enough.
it.
That's
Time.
good.
The
Yeah.
big one I feel like is time will heal this. And like, have we talked about that?
It's been mentioned.
Yeah. Cause it's not really like time doesn't heal it, but it
helps minimize because it's
Yeah.
no
It
longer
can-
the hurt of the month.
It can numb it. It can put it further back in
Yeah.
the rearview mirror. It can,
Right.
But it's not the same thing.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
No, and did I just say minimize, or did I only put that in my head?
And you said something like that.
No, it's just funny that I said it and I don't
Yeah.
remember, and I said it to you and you don't remember. But time, well, and also there's a new hurt. So I can't worry about that hurt, the old hurt, because I got a new hurt or new celebration. So it's, you know,
Man, and like I feel like there's such a macro level to that now with what I just mentioned earlier on the show of like, are we really supposed to know what's going on and blah 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 blah? Like we're just so overwhelmed because like if something happens, there's going to be something that happens tomorrow or next week that's just we're all going to forget about it, and like it just gets swept away because it's the next big thing that's happened in the world. I don't know if you guys saw, but like in York County.
Oh yeah,
today,
the 5 police officers were
Yeah,
shot.
like
Chris
so-
is on top of that.
right.
I'm hearing about it right now.
Mary Lynn said we deny it. So
Oh, yeah.
so not only minimize it, it didn't hurt.
It's not just
It's not there.
river in Egypt.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you what, you just dug deep for that one. Yeah, that's another thing. It didn't hurt. I'm okay. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Doesn't hurt. I don't know. Well, what do I need to heal that for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't even hurt. I want to say a quick thing though about what you just said, and I go further back to our opening about the whole Charlie Kirk thing. Whereas I knew it was going to go bad. I knew it'd be gross. I didn't think it was going to be this bad, this gross.
Sure.
But it's occurred to me a couple times, like that people are pointing out the faults of Charlie Kirk, and they're saying he wasn't as good as everybody said he was, and he was an anti-Semite, and he hated gays, and he was a racist, and all this stuff. And it's like, first of all, no, he wasn't. But number two, let's say he was. And you know who said it? Stephen A. Smith, ESPN, loudmouth, bombastic, whatever. He goes, I don't even entertain that. He goes, because what are you saying? He goes, the minute the man's murdered, he goes, I don't want to hear it. Because if he is all those things, are you saying he deserved to be murdered?
Right.
And that's one of the things like, what are we even arguing about?
Right.
It just blows my mind.
That's cool
Yeah.
that he said that.
Oh, I mean, it's good for clicks, but he's always a straight-ish
Right.
shooter.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't always.
Agree with
Yeah. 'cause,
Right.
Well, that's the show. The shows that he is on are based on like
Clickbait.
debating and
Yeah.
But that's a good point that he made.
Time heals all wounds. No, it doesn't, but you know what it might help you do is understand it. Oh, I understand why that happened.
Okay, you're getting into the
Trying
logic
to
of
get-
it.
Yeah, a little facts, logic, and reason.
I go back to
That was exciting, though. You did
yeah.
that.
Well, I go back because I remember Denzel Washington talking about how the media just wants to be the first to the story.
Oh, yeah.
just to get that headline out there.
Oh, he
it
gave it
doesn't
to that
matter.
person.
Oh yeah, he did. I love that clip. It doesn't matter if they got the story right, but they got the
Gotta be
headline
first.
out there, and then what you find out is that, and this happened with Charlie, a lot of what that headline said is not what that person actually said, or that's not how the event actually went down. But it's too late. It's already out there in the ether, and that's the story that's told.
And the retraction, or the apology, is always on page 8.
Right.
The headline was page 1.
But if you don't do that and you give it a little bit of time, you do get that understanding. Like you get more information. You get some more reasoning.
Sure.
Yeah.
But does that information, does that time, does that perspective, does that
Heal.
heal?
I would say no.
Correct.
But I would say it might help you in your journey to heal and what you need and get better understanding of what happened.
Yeah, I mean, you could say it makes it less worse.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't heal, but it
No.
gives you better understanding.
Right.
And we should all be
It might,
seeking
it might put some
understanding.
bumpers
Yeah.
around you going off the rails.
Yeah.
Because I do see that, and I've just been saying this all week, so I'm going to say it here. I see it in the high school a ton. That just, it's off the rails.
Yeah.
Depending on the person.
Sure.
Tale of 5 high school girls. I went from 4 to 5 fingers.
Yeah.
Not AI. These 2 girls are on the basketball team, and they're just drama central. The one girl, I said to her last week, I said, so-and-so, I won't use her name. I said, good job. I said, I saw you today before I heard you. And she didn't understand and thought it was an insult, but some degree
It could be.
yeah, I mean, to some degree it is. But I was talking to their coach, and I said to them, if I could give these girls anything, it would be the understanding that not everything is something. Like, no, he wasn't staring at you. You walked into his line of vision. Like, it's unbelievable. And I know they have a modicum of hertz.
Yeah.
And there's no guardrails.
Right.
So everything goes to the, guess what? He never had one emotional need, met or one hurt healed.
Yeah.
Conversely, there's these 3 girls from the volleyball team, and the line I do a food pantry for the athletes at the high school right after school before practice. It's a great time to hang out with kids. These 3 girls, I told them yesterday, I said, every time I see you guys, it brings me joy. I said, you just wait in line. I said, do you know what the phrase suffer fools means? Of course they don't. And I said, what's an old timer phrase of like, listen, I don't suffer fools, that I don't put up with this. And I said, you guys pleasantly suffer fools every day. I said, because everybody in line's pushing and shoving.
Loud,
I said,
obnoxious.
you suffer fools well. And so I think they've got a better control of their emotions and everything else.
Yeah.
I think another thing, we talk about time, they'll just forget about it. I moved past it. I'm going to forget the hurt.
Sure.
Can I ask a quick, sorry to interject, but those girls you were just talking about, are they always together?
The 3 and the 2?
Yeah, the 3 specifically. Yeah. I just think that probably helps too. It's like you have.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And it's not just them. There are other kids that they're never, they're just good kids. They're just, and they're not inherently the kids that are cutting and being dramatic. They're not bad kids.
Right. Yeah.
And I even said this today. It's funny with high school kids. We talk about here at the table about how your hurts go somewhere, one of 4 places. Well, if your hurts go to anger, you're more likely to act out. So you get the label of a bad kid. Whereas if your hurts go to self-condemnation, you just feel like a worthless piece of crap, and everybody goes, oh, what a good, quiet kid. But nobody's hurts are being healed,
Right.
but you at least get to not be a bad kid. Now, the irony is the angry kid thinks he's great, and the quiet kid feels like a terrible person.
Sure. And the angry kid probably gets a lot of attention.
Tons of attention. Doesn't want it all.
Sorry. Yeah. I took you off track.
No, it's okay. I did it earlier with that. But I think another place that is we try to manage it. We try to manage our hurt. Okay, well, that sucked. So I'm never going to talk to that person again.
Yeah.
I don't want to put myself in that situation again. And by the way, that's a good life strategy. If every time I'm hanging out with these people,
Right. To curb bad behavior or something
my
like
feelings
that.
get hurt,
Yeah.
maybe don't hang out with those people.
Yeah.
But I've seen this, especially with, people in our ministries and stuff like that. Okay, I don't hang out with them anymore. But then what happens? Let's say people were always talking behind their back, or they were getting excluded from a major friend group, need a belonging. Well, now they have a new friend group. Okay, good. Well, the minute somebody forgets to call them back, oh, here we go again. Because you didn't heal those hurts. You managed it. You have, you got rid of the pain of the people that caused the pain, but you didn't get rid of the wound.
Right.
And so, again, it doesn't get rid of the hurt. In our Christian world that we like to exist in, people will forgive a hurt.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
Right.
Not the same as healing. Yeah. Right.
Why not?
You can forgive somebody else, but that somebody else either has to that somebody else has to do something to heal it, or you have to be healed by somebody else because of what that other person did.
Yeah, and I think of the phrase, like forgive but don't forget is like sort of like a mantra I've heard amongst Christian type people before. But because the forgiving is important, but that doesn't mean you have to then hang out.
It kind of refers to like what we just talked about of like avoiding those situations.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you haven't healed. You're just now avoiding it. Or now
Right.
I'm still upset at them. Or I'm still hurt.
Right.
Even though I've forgiven you.
Right.
So it's just a forgiveness is it's a good thing, but it's not the same thing.
Right.
Well, it's sort of like saying, with time passing and you get an understanding or understand the hurt, that kept it from going off the rails, when you understand it, but it doesn't heal the hurt. Well, forgiving keeps it from giving root to bitterness.
I was going to say
making the hurt worse.
I was going to say
Okay.
forgiving is a different type of healing in a way.
I would disagree, I think, without delving into it. What I would argue, here's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
A hurt is a need unmet or taken from you by somebody else, or maybe yourself. I don't know. But forgiving or not forgiving is a hurt you're imposing on yourself. Because forgiveness is essential for your own mental health and your own well-being.
So wouldn't it
If
mean
you're
that
holding on to a grudge, my point is it's a compounded hurt if you don't forgive.
Right. So I was going to say it's healing a different hurt.
It's avoiding the second hurt. Or maybe it's the healing if your hurt is bitterness and
Right.
well, that's not an emotional need, but
It's good to forgive.
comfort.
But you still need
peace,
healed. That's what we're saying.
It is good. And it's essential because otherwise it gives root to bitterness.
Right.
And you become the problem.
Right.
But it doesn't heal the original hurt.
Right.
Those are the bulk of the ones that I think, that we can numb it, obviously, but I think anybody in the right mind doesn't go, yes, I successfully numb all my pain and I'm healed.
Right.
These are the ones that people do that think are healing something.
Right. Right.
So I use two analogies to describe this because some people very often when I'm talking with a couple and I have them do their childhood questionnaire, and you've been through the intensives. Mm-hmm. Very often I get people who say, well, my parents did the best they could. Or if it's a marriage, my husband never does this or my fiance never does this, but he wasn't taught that. They don't know to do that. They make the excuses for the hurts and they give the person, an out for why they either didn't meet their need or took their need. My own mother said to me, and her father is the one that I hold as high as anybody else, Papa Bronner, greatest guy in the world, greatest grandfather you could possibly imagine, with all due respect to all your favorite grandfathers. Mom said to me one time when I was talking about emotional needs, she goes, oh, honey, we just didn't do that. And I'm like, oh, I know.
Right.
I know. But the analogy is, the first one is, if somebody is walking with a knife and they trip and they stick the knife right into your chest and somebody goes, oh my gosh, you've been stabbed. Do you go, they didn't mean it?
Right. Yeah.
Let's just wait and see. Okay, let's just wait and see how it goes. Hey, a sword would have been worse. Huh? Or, no, Mary Lynn's answer, no, they didn't. You got a gaping hole in your chest. Nah. No, it's not there at all. We have to understand knives are sharp.
Yeah.
They'll pierce skin. Yeah. We'll look at it in a week.
Yeah. He didn't mean to trip.
He didn't mean to trip. He's clumsy. He falls all the time. No, you have to have the wound
You have to get it healed by
up.
right.
It was one of the most impactful things when Amy and I did our marriage intensive was because obviously we had some experience with this sort of thing, so we already understood that yes, past hurts and it's you can acknowledge those just for what they are, but there was one other person there in particular who just did a lot of what you're talking about, Jay, and just and he was
Stab people on accident?
I'm over and over again.
But just he in defense of his parents and just saying, but they had so much going on and
Yep.
they just had
Sure
their,
did.
Yeah.
He's
everybody
very
does.
clumsy.
yeah, and it was just watching the people in charge work through the conversation and
They shame him a lot.
Oh, they totally said, you moron. No. But just the sort of yes, that's true. And
Two things can be true at once.
Right.
Amy
Things should be
Raymond.
true, yeah.
And
yeah.
it wasn't what you
Needed.
as a child, And so and then eventually seeing in his face, sort of the understanding and that sort of emotional, release. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
Right.
ended up with
Nobody's
in tears and
blaming
stuff.
them.
Right.
You're still hurt.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. It's like magic.
And
you
I
know?
think a brief aside is what an important or a great example of why marriage intensives, when done well, or any kind of group therapy, for lack of a better term, is good because you're watching him and you're going, oh, wow, look at that. Because it's not you. Mm-hmm. So you can look at it and then later on you might find yourself saying, well, my mom, she was,
Yeah.
It is always fun to see people get it.
Oh, they're going to
know?
say it's always fun to diagnose other people. Like that guy's a mess. Let me tell
No,
you what.
it's cool because I think all of us at this table have had moments of that aha moment of like, oh, that's why I feel this way, or whatever. Yeah, yeah, it's interesting.
The other one I use is, and I don't use it as often, but it's definitely about being raised. When you're trying to give excuses to your parents and stuff like that, but it applies in other relationships. Is I say, okay, well, if instead of hurting you emotionally, if your parents just didn't feed you, they didn't have any money, they didn't have any food, would you have developed? Would you have been healthy? Would you have been satiated? No. Doesn't matter their intention. Doesn't matter their resources. You would have been a malnourished child with improper physical development. And the same is true. Like, oh, well, they didn't have it to give me. Okay, but did you get it? Oh, my husband, he never really hugs me or anything. Hashtag things Rachel doesn't say. But another brief aside. My elbow's been a little wonky. I'm getting a little tennis elbow. Last year it was down here, but now it's here. Even so, like if I curl up laying in bed and I have my hand on my knee, but my elbow bends, it hurts. So after Rachel leaves in the morning, I bring her 2 pillows over so that I can lay my arm on it. And I'm like, oh, this is like what people do when they cuddle. Huh. That's so weird. I've never done this before.
Spooning the pillows.
But if they don't have it to give you, you still didn't get it. And it goes to my age-old adage of, well, I didn't mean to hurt you.
Right.
Well, I would hope so.
Right.
I would
Otherwise,
hope
you're a
you didn't
psychopath.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But instead, so the other day I was talking with a couple, and I said, if you have a knife in your chest, you got this. I think I just said there's a knife in your chest, and I was explaining the therapeutic letter and the genograms as tools to heal. I said, otherwise, if you write the therapeutic letter, which is a letter of all the hurts you've gone through in your life, and you write it to the person who's hurt you, but you read it to loved ones who will comfort you. You don't send it to the person that hurt you. I said, you're just bringing all these pains back up, and you're not healing. And she goes, so it's better to leave the knife in? And I went, what? She goes, well, I mean, is it better to take the knife out poorly, or is it better just to leave it in?
Ooh, what a question.
And I was like, I don't know what we're talking about right now.
So she's saying
Leave it in and avoid it.
either.
We're
So
sort of
is it
circling
better
back
to
here.
not write the letter than it is to write the letter but not read it to somebody?
Well, no, that is true. It's better to not write the letter than write the letter, because that would be like going, see if I can get this knife out, and you're wiggling it around.
Well, that's
and then
what
you
I
go,
felt like the
No,
analogy
but you just
was.
said
No.
with the analogy, is it better to take a knife out poorly or just leave the knife in where it's going to kind of crust over and become part of you? And I just remember that's what made me think of doing this. I was like, I don't know how far we can take that analogy or whatever.
Yeah, right.
Because I've also used the analogy, and I think I've done it in here for sure, is if I have this cut in my arm, let's get away from the chest. And it's in regards to telling people how to love you, that you'd rather they knew how. Should you really have to tell somebody how to meet your emotional needs? Should you have to give a roadmap for it? And the answer is, it'd be nice. But if I had a cut in my arm, I would rather have a doctor who knows how to stitch me up. But if I didn't have that, and I know how to stitch up, I'm going to say to you, Chris, okay, right there. All right, now pull it across, snug it tight. All right, now put it there. Yeah, it would be nice if you had an expert or if they intuitively knew, but it's still better than leaving the wound open and gaping. In my opinion.
Yeah.
So back to the whole, do you leave the knife in? I mean, my whole answer is stitch it up.
Yeah. Heal it.
Heal it.
Get the healing you need.
I would like to bring up an Instagram reel without showing it because I'm sure there might be a swear word or two in there. But it's from Shorzy, which is sort of the sequel to Letterkenny. And it's a guy professing his love to his girl. And at one point he goes, you asked me to read the 5 love languages. He goes, and I did 287 pages, and he lists what they are. He goes, that any man worth his weight in gold is given his sweetie anyhow. He goes, it's a complete waste of time. And I was just like, I like the way he said that. So, anyhow, that's all I had.
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't know if we could turn this into a segment. But I thought I can give like a real life example of meeting a need.
Nah.
Okay. That's it for now. No, so because it was subtle, but important. So on Saturday, we're at Maggie's softball practice. We just arrived. We're parked, and Amy is getting Maggie's cleats on.
They fit her?
And helping Maggie tie her cleats. And I'm just kind of standing there, and I'm standing there holding our chairs, and I was like, I'm just going to go and take the chairs over and get the chairs set up. Seems logical.
Right?
Right? I'm helping.
I like it.
You know? And she comes over and she says, I'm not really sure what it is, but if you're going to go, just let me know. She was like, she wasn't mad, but she was like, just let me know that you're going to go.
What a bee.
No, and I was like, but in my head I was like, I get it. And
Sure.
because I will do that. I'll just if I feel useless or like I could be doing something else, I'll just leave and go do it. And then it'll leave her like wondering like, where did he go? What's going on? So like there's one like a sense of security and like maybe some belonging in there.
And I don't know if this is where you're going with it, but like I think it's a great example of like some people would, if you're different than who you're in a relationship with, like you might look at that and be like, why is she so needy? Or
right.
Or that's weird or whatever.
Right.
But because you're recognizing that's just a need
there's
of
something
hers.
there's a need
Yeah.
right. And I was like, I will try to do better, and I would appreciate if you remind me if I slip up, and
Well, it's essential also with your high need of acceptance. Of course, you go to self-condemnation that you didn't react to it. You're like, oh, like you didn't go, oh, I'm the worst.
Right. No. I got what. Yeah. Right. I didn't feel.
No, and what she's
Yeah.
needing could be any number of things.
Right.
Is it respect? Hey, you didn't check in
Nah.
with me.
It's not respect.
Security.
It's got to
oh
be
my
like
gosh,
security.
I'm taking care of this child, and now
Yeah.
my husband's gone, and he's
Yeah.
been abducted.
Right.
I don't know so much about belonging because you're,
Sometimes, but
unless she feels like you just don't care enough to mention it to her.
or sometimes she just wants
To me,
be,
that goes to respect.
Yeah, but sometimes she just wants to be together as a family. And I know that's a weird, it's a weird
No, I
situation.
get that. That's a belonging thing for
right.
sure.
Like, can we just go together and walk over together? You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Right. You left her alone.
Right.
Quote unquote.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, I just thought.
Good. I think it's a great job that she communicated it well.
Yes, I was very thankful for that.
Mostly
she
well.
wasn't mad at me,
Correct.
right?
But she could have said, hey, when you don't, it makes me feel like this.
Right.
Or my need for this has been taken from me.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure she wasn't.
Nobody does that. I mean, the other
Right,
day,
right.
if I may give a similar, or not similar, but another
No,
emotional
that's the
need
tip.
story.
That's the only tip for the day.
I have Miracle Made towels. From Miracle Made Sheets, they have
Are
towels.
they good?
They're unbelievable.
Okay.
Because they're dense, but they're, I like a good cheap hotel towel that
Yeah.
kind of like exfoliates.
Yes.
And
And it actually dries you.
And it dries you
instead
up.
of smearing the water
So
around.
these-
That's
so-
the worst.
Right. They're the best. And so I got one with when we ordered the sheets.
Did you get it with the code? Did you order it from like a podcast? Because like they
I did. I
advertise on
ordered from John
podcasts.
Chris podcast.
Did you?
I
Okay.
ordered sheets for Christmas last year for
How are the
Rachel.
sheets?
They're delightful. Are they the best?
Sure. They're
temperature
good
wicking,
sheets.
solid sheets.
Right. They're good sheets.
Towel though, bonus.
Okay.
Well, then I can't use it all the time. So then I got 2 for either Christmas or my birthday or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, then like earlier this year, I noticed they're both. I only have mine, the one I'm using.
Yeah.
And I found both in Joe's room. So we had a family meeting, and I said, "Listen, we have 20 other towels. You can use any other towel in the house. Don't use my towels.
These are my towels.
These are my towels.
Yeah.
He goes, well, how can I tell? I said, well, there's a big blue tag that says Miracle Made. Don't use these towels. That's maybe May, maybe June.
Yeah.
The other day, I throw my towel in the wash. I go in the linen closet and pull it out. And I'm like, no. And I pull it out. I'm like, no Miracle Made towels. I go into Joe's room. There's one on the back of his door and one hanging from his side of the towel rack. And I go to 1,000.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's just towels.
It's just towels.
But it's not just towels.
No, it's disrespect.
So so I'm steaming. And I'm already told Rachel, and that's a delicate thing because Rachel doesn't always handle, like, I don't get angry. So if I get angry, she gets her need for security taken away from her. So she's focused on herself, not necessarily saying, oh, I should join Jay in this moment. It's tough to be married to me in that regard.
She starts ripping things apart.
Yeah. So I was thinking about it and I went, okay, it's respect, which is one of my highest emotional needs.
Yeah.
But 2, it's appreciation.
Yeah.
I give you this house to live in.
Yeah.
All I ask for is a towel.
I give you 20 other towels.
I pay for a lot of things in your life. I do all these things. And you don't. And so I was like, okay, that helped me identify it.
Yeah.
And then I said, well, here's the problem. I said, I'm either going to be angry at the kid because he went, I don't care. Or he's so consumed and so mentally distracted in life that he didn't know. Like, neither one of these is good.
Right.
So I just got past it. No, I'm just kidding. But it did set up a nice talk, and we talked about it, and he gave, and so we went over things and everything else. But I loved practicing what I teach.
Yeah.
And I have to identify what emotional need was taken. So when I say I'm not surprised Amy didn't.
Yeah.
It took me to slow down and be like, I know I'm angry.
Yeah.
But why?
Well, and we didn't really have time to slow down and analyze the situation.
Sure.
But I'm just glad.
Has she said it since then? Has she had time since then?
No.
Well, then she hasn't done it, okay?
Okay. All right.
Sorry, I'm still a little angry about the towels, okay?
I'll let-
We didn't heal all the hurts.
I'll let you talk to her.
But what about, I will talk to her. But Patton said,
Oh, Patton. Been a minute. Love you guys. Also, quick prayer request, if I may. Please pray for me. Yeah, I've seen you on 3-Day Respawn, brother. Gallbladder surgery. It's been torture for him. It's just watching him.
Terrible.
It's agonizing. I can't, brother. I'm hoping that you get it taken care of as quickly as possible.
and I'm quite sure Mary Lynn will be praying for you as well, because I think she did that once.
I've had mine. It is a horrible pain. It's absolutely.
But
horrible.
for you, Patton, it's going to be fine. Better to have it done, and you'll be good.
He's already in pain.
Yeah, he's
no.
already got
He's
the
in pain of the gallbladder. Like once you get it out, it's great.
Oh, so the surgery's good.
He needs to have surgery.
Okay, you made it sound like, gallbladder surgery.
Oh no!
That's
The pain, afterwards, it's
Okay.
great.
That's up there with my brother
But
when he
man.
said he was getting a root canal, and I was like, "That's nothing. Root canals are easy peasy, not a problem. What
Yeah.
you don't want is to get your tooth pulled, because I've had 3 root canals, and getting your tooth pulled is horrible."
Yeah.
And he goes to the dentist, and they're like, "Yeah, we got to pull it." I was like, "Ah!"
Yeah, but man, it's like you can't get comfortable, and you're in constant pain.
I don't care for that at all.
No, because when I had mine, like I would like you
But
would.
the gallbladder didn't mean to hurt you.
Yeah, you would like move to try to like get into a comfortable position, like fetal position or whatever, and then like once you got to the position, the pain would just like sharply come back, and you're like, oh, and you would move again.
I
so
hate
like
this.
it would be like the in between would in between movement would like offer some kind of relief, but then as soon as you I
hate this
it was
so much.
horrible, dude. It's so bad, dude. I'm praying for you,
Patton,
brother.
we are in your quote, what Mary Lynn
Yeah.
said. It's terrible, but the surgery really helps.
Yeah, it really does, brother. So hopefully, man, I hope that happens very soon. Way to end it.
Yeah, you know what's going to happen very soon? Episode 298. Because this is the end of
Do you
episode.
know what we have planned for episode 300?
I'm on top of... No, I don't know.
None of us know.
Okay, good.
Probably same as 2. And 1.
No, we gotta... I don't know. We got a
Big one, maybe.
little something. We got 3 weeks. That's it. Because this is it for episode 297. Join us next Wednesday live around 8:30ish for episode 298. Between now and then, please give us a like or follow on social media. Visit us at lunchtimeinrome.com, and while there, take our relational needs questionnaire. Thanks as always for joining us at the table for Lunchtime in Rome.
See you next week.
Bye.